Hello students, let's continue with the question number 23, right? So we had left till we were supposed to find out the value of small r. We equate it equal to 0 and bring this particular term on this side, so it becomes negative. Next we are going to square both the sides, so this becomes 9r to the power 4 plus 4r to the power 4 minus 12 r square is equal to 4r square minus r square. We'll combine the terms, right? We'll cancel these two like terms. We combine the terms and we get our final expression as 9r square is equal to 8r square. We find r square as 8 upon 9 r square. Now finding out square root, so r is equal to 2 root 2 upon 3 r, right? So with the help of the second derivative test, right? We'll conduct the second derivative test, right? At since we had found out the volume was pi by 3 minus r cube plus 2r r square minus r square plus 2r under root of r square minus r square upon this is under root of r square minus r square. So we find out v double dash now. What is v double dash? What we find out after conducting the second derivative test again, we'll find out that v double dash comes out to be less than 0. So if it comes out to be less than 0 at r is equal to 2 root 2 upon 3 into r, we prove that volume is maximum at r is equal to 2 root 2 upon 3 into r. And if it is maximum, right, if we find out the volume as maximum, remember this r will be the point of maxima. So at this particular value, the volume is going to be maximized. And if the volume is maximized, right, we are going to find out what we were supposed to find out, that the volume of the cone, which was 1 by 3 pi r square h, right? And h was, what was h? H was r plus under root of r square minus r square, right? So volume is equal to 1 by 3 pi, r is 2 root 2 upon 3 into r square, and h is r plus under root of r square minus, this is 4 into 2, that is 8 upon 9 r square. R is this much, so r square will be 4 into 2, 8 upon 3 square, that's 9 into r square, right? So this is 1 by 3 pi, this is again 8 upon 9 r square, and here we have r plus, this becomes 1 by 3 into r, so that's 1 by 3 pi 8 by 9 r square, and this is 4r upon 3, right? So this can also be written as 8 upon 27, okay? And what else are we left with? 4 by 3 pi r cube. And what is this 4 by 3 pi r cube? Sorry, this is 8 upon 27, not 2 pi. So this is 8 upon 27 volume of sphere. So what have we proved? That volume of cone is 8 by 27 volume of the sphere, right? Remember, you can conduct this second derivative test yourself and prove it less than equals to 0. So this means that v is maximum at the given value of r. I hope that's clear, students. Okay. We begin with question number 24. In question number 24, remember, we have to show that the right circular cone of least curved surface area and given volume has an altitude equal to root 2 times the radius of the base, right? The right circular cone of least, this is a right circular cone. This is the radius. Remember, this is the slant height, okay? show that the right circular cone of least curved surface area and given volume. So curved surface area is given, that is pi r L. So pi r, what is L? If this is the height, L would be under root of h square plus r square. And volume of the cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. So this is the given condition. This is to be maximized, right? So we have to of least curved surface area and given volume. Sorry, this condition is given and we have to minimize this. This has to be made least, right? So we'll be making use of this condition of given volume, since it's given, of least curve and given volume. So we will be making use of the given volume and we'll be substituting it over here. So C is equal to pi r under root of h square plus r square, right? So we have pi r under root of h from here can be 3v upon pi r square. So h square would be 9v square upon pi square r to the power 4 plus r square. So we have pi r under root of 9v square plus pi square r to the power 6 upon pi square r to the power 4. So this is pi r upon pi r square under root of 9v square plus pi square r to the power 6, right? Pi and pi gets cancelled, this and this. So we have under root of 9v square plus pi square r to the power 6 upon r. This is the curved surface area which has to be minimized. So let's find out C dash. This can be easily found out. This is r square, quotient rule. This is r. Derivative of this is 1 upon 2 under root of 9v square plus pi square r to the power 6 into derivative of this is 6 pi square r to the power 5 minus this is under root of 9v square plus pi square r to the power 6. Derivative of r is 1, right? So this is r into, right? So 2 into 3. So this becomes 3 pi square r to the power 6 minus under root of 9v square plus pi square r to the power 6 upon r square, right? And remember, this will be square. I have even taken out the LCM and we get under root of 9v square plus pi square r to the power 6 as it is, right? This is equal to 0. So we have 3 pi square r to the power 6 is equal to, taking this on the other side, so this is 9v square plus pi square r to the power 6, right? Bringing it here, so this is 2 pi square r to the power 6 is equal to 9v square, or r to the power 6 is equal to 9v square upon 2 pi square, right? So this is C dash. With the help of C dash we have found out. Our next step would be finding out C double dash, right? So if we find out C double dash, remember we'll be squaring it out. What we can infer from here, since we'll be showing the working, finding out C double dash, we should get, because we have to minimize the curved surface area, so C double dash must be equal to 0 at r6 is equal to 9v square upon 2 pi square, right? Therefore we can infer that the curved surface area is least at this particular point of minima, right? Now let's come to the given condition. What was the given condition? That volume is equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h, or simply we had found out that h is equal to 3v upon pi r square, right? So we have h is equal to 3v upon pi r square, right? And r to the power 6 is how much? R to the power 6 is 9v square upon 2 pi square, right? So r6, let it be as it is. from here I can find out the value of 9v square, right? Since 3v is equal to h pi r square, so 9v square will be equal to h square pi square r to the power 4. So we have h square pi square r to the power 4 upon 2 pi square. Pi square and pi square cancels. R, and here we are left with r square is equal to h square upon 2, right? H square is equal to 2r square, or h is equal to root 2 r. So we have proved what we had to in the given question. I hope that's clear. All you need to do is you have to just find out the second derivative test, substitute the value of r and see whether it's coming out to be greater than 0 or less than 0. Okay. Next, we move on to question number 25. Show that the semi-vertical angle of the cone of maximum volume and given slant height is tan inverse root 2, right? So we have a cone. This is a cone, right? Of semi-vertical angle. The semi-vertical angle is this, theta, right? This is slant height, this is h, and this is r. Okay, of maximum volume. So semi-vertical angle is given. Volume has to be maximized, right? This is the volume. Let's convert r and h into similar parameters, right? Since we are given the semi-vertical angle, so somehow we have to include this semi-vertical angle, right? So semi-vertical angle, if I take this, right, what is h? I have a relationship between h, r and l. Okay, if theta is the base angle, so this becomes the base, this becomes the hypotenuse. So b, that is base upon hypotenuse, is cos theta, right? So I can easily write down what is h. H is L cos theta, right? And perpendicular upon hypotenuse is sine. Okay, so here r is equal to what? R is equal to L sine theta. Is that clear? Now simply we substitute in this volume, we substitute r and h. So r is L square sine square theta and h is L cos theta. Okay. Our next thing would be, we'll find differentiate v with respect to theta. We have common parameters now, right? So v, only if we go by v, what is v? It is pi by 3 L cube sine square theta into cos theta, right? So v dash is equal to pi by 3. Let L cube be as it is. Okay. Now sine square theta constant. Derivative of this is minus sine theta plus cos theta constant. Derivative of sine square theta is 2 sine theta into cos theta, right? V dash is equal to L pi L cube upon 3. This is minus sine cube theta plus 2 sine theta cos square theta, and put this equal to 0. Okay, so v dash is equal to 0. So this entire thing constant, when it goes here cross multiplies, it becomes 0. So what are we left with? We are left with minus sine cube theta plus this is equal to 0. So I take this on the other side, so this becomes minus 2 sine theta cos square theta. Minus minus sign cancels, 1 sine cancels, so we have sine square theta is equal to 2 cos square theta. Bringing it here, so I have tan square theta is equal to 2, or tan theta is equal to plus minus root 2. So theta is equal to either tan inverse root 2 or tan inverse minus root 2, right? Now we'll be finding out v double dash, right? It can be simply done, v double dash, before putting it equal to 0. Let pi L cube upon 3 be as it is. Minus sine cube theta can be minus 3 sine square theta into cos theta plus 2 sine theta as it is. Derivative of cos square theta is 2 cos theta minus sine theta. Then cos square theta as it is. Derivative of sine theta is cos theta. Right? So this is pi L cube upon 3. This becomes minus 3 sine square theta cos theta. This becomes minus 2 sine square, minus 4 sine square theta cos theta plus 2 cos cube theta. Right? Now this becomes pi L cube upon 3. This will be minus 7 sine square theta cos theta, and this will be 2 cos cube theta. Right? Putting theta at theta is equal to tan inverse root 2. Right? What we will observe is that V dash is less than 0 because we have a negative sign here, right? So if I put theta as tan inverse root 2, I'll get that V double dash is less than 0. And if it is less than 0, remember this is point of maxima, right? Theta is equal to tan inverse root 2 is point of maxima, which can be clearly shown at theta is equal to tan inverse root 2. V double dash is less than 0. Therefore, theta is point of maxima. And theta, what is the value? It's tan inverse root 2. Right? So what were we supposed to do? We were supposed to maximize the volume, and we have done the same. We have proved it less than 0. Right? So therefore, this is how we prove question number 25. Okay. With this, we conclude with question number 25. Please complete all your questions till question number 25 until we meet in the next module and do question number 26 to 29. Thank you.